One of the great people we lost this year, Rahman al-San, was the late Skulener Rebbe of Shayankel, Portugal. He lived here in Montreal for many years, and then when his father, the old Skulener Rebbe, passed away, he moved to Brooklyn to assume that position as Skulener Rebbe, and he was only Rebbe for about 5 years. He died this year, Rahman al-San, at a very young age. Tremendous tzaddik. Anybody who knew him, you saw his face, you knew that you were in the presence of somebody very exalted. And his children were telling me after he passed away, however you're at the Seder, when he made the bracha of שהחיינו, he found things to encompass in the שהחיינו. He would think of different things for which he was grateful, for which he wanted to express appreciation, and he would innovate. שהחיינו for this, also שהחיינו for that. One year he said שהחיינו. He says, oh, I thought of something. Montreal, particularly the Hasidic community where he lived, shares streets with a tremendous population of people who aren't Jewish, and it's a very hip neighborhood, and all the signs of current contemporary secular culture are very strong over there, and it's a place where there's a battle for Shmiras Einayim. So he said, שהחיינו וקיימנו, the Rebbeinu Shalom put me in a city and put me on streets where every time I go out of the house, there's an onslaught. There's such a challenge of Shmiras Einayim. שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו הזמן הזה, that you gave me this opportunity to have the merit of being Ayman bin Asayan, of withstanding the temptation. That's what he said. It's a beautiful story, but I found it a little strange, because wouldn't it be better if the Rebbeinu Shalom would put you in a place where there's no Nisayan at all, where you're not confronted by that Nisayan? Wouldn't that be even a greater reason to thank? And I thought about something I once read years ago. A great hockey coach, an NHL coach, retired, and they were writing a tribute article to him, interviewing different players. And I read it, and it was interesting to me, because this coach was not like a natural motivator. He didn't use cliches. He wasn't a backslapper. He wasn't very dynamic or charismatic or personable, but the players really produced for him. And I was wondering about that, and one of the players said he remembers how the coach empowered him. He said, in hockey, when a game is tied at the end of the game, it doesn't go to overtime like other sports where there's a sudden death overtime. After overtime ends, 5-minute period, and nobody scores, they go to a shootout. That's what it's called. In a shootout, only one player gets a stick and a puck, and he goes. If he scores, and the other player doesn't, it's 1 against 1, then his team won. It's just one player for each with one shot. So the entire game comes down to one player, one moment, and one shot. And that decides who won the game. He said it was near the end of the season. It was a crucial game for his team to get into the playoffs. So there was a lot riding on it, and it went to overtime, and then it went to shootout. He said he was a rookie in his first year of playing, and all of a sudden the coach leans over, taps him on the shoulder and says, you, go. And he said it was the shock of his life. He wasn't expecting to be called upon, and that kind of pressure. All the players, the staff, the fans, everybody's waiting. It all comes down to him. He said, and it's that one word, you're the guy going. He said that coach empowered me more than 1 million speeches and motivational talks that he could have given me. He was telling me, you. That means I think you have what it takes. Everything rides on this shot, and you got that shot. Lahavdil, what Shayankel was saying, the Rebbeinu Shalom put us here in this city. If he put me in a place where I'm surrounded by these Nisyanis, and we know from all this Farim HaKadoshim the great merit, the power that a person has when they close their eyes, when they don't look, what it does for the world, how much good it brings in, that means he thinks I'm capable of it. He's telling me, you're the one in the shootout. So שהחיינו, that you allowed me the opportunity to be the one who's carrying this kind of load and to win.